I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Job, chapter 7. Let's focus on verses 1 and 2. Human life on earth is like serving in the army. Yes, we drudge through our days like a hired worker, like a slave longing for shade, like a worker thinking only of his wages. Now, it's been said that the American dream is to work hard and become your own boss. And when I was in high school, I met one of the most successful Americans who's ever lived. I was living in Arkansas and working at Walmart, store number 125. When a voice on our store's loudspeaker came out, it said, "Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Walton, founder of Walmart Stores. If you have time, I'd love to meet you." Of course, I ran down to the front, even though I wasn't supposed to. It was the first time that I ever shook a billionaire's hand. And I must have washed my hands too soon after that handshake because none of those billions transferred to me. Several years later, I heard the news report that Sam Walton had died. And how much of those billions of dollars do you think that Sam took with him? Zero. And here's my point, and perhaps Job's point as well. Even if we become the boss of the world, we must still submit to the Lord. We work for God. Yes, I know that truth grates at our independent spirits. We don't want to work for anyone or to take orders from any authority. But that doesn't change the fact that we are bondservants. Let me say it in the simple terms, slaves. We are slaves who serve at the beck and call of our master. And it pleases God when we recognize our place in His kingdom and we willingly offer ourselves to His service. Consider Jesus' conversation with a Roman centurion in Matthew chapter 8, verses 6 through 10. "Lord," he said, "my servant lies home paralyzed, suffering terribly." This guy had a servant. Jesus says, "Well, shall I come and heal him?" And the centurion replied, "Lord, I don't deserve that you would come under my roof. Just say the word, and my servant will be healed, for I myself am a man under authority with soldiers under me. And I tell this one, go, and he goes. I say to that one, come, and he comes." Oh, these are well-disciplined soldiers. "I say to my servant, do this, and he does it." And when Jesus heard this, he was amazed. And he said to those following him, "Truly, I tell you, I haven't found anyone in Israel with such great faith." Job understood his place and his calling. It's the place and the calling of all mankind to serve God. And he compared it to the life of an army soldier, just as the man who spoke to Jesus. Well-disciplined soldiers do not question orders from their superiors, even when those orders seem absurd. Job did not like his condition one bit, but he had hope in God's character. And when what he believed to be true about God did not seem to be consistent with his immediate circumstances, Job held on to the Lord in faith. They say, don't trade what you know for what you don't know. What a perfect message for our present day world. But here's better news. We serve a master who, because of the atoning work of His Son Jesus, He esteems us slaves who were purchased by Jesus' shed blood. He esteems His slaves as if we are sons and daughters. He even makes us co-inheritors with the Messiah, Jesus. You see, that is the salvation you have entered into. That is the love that He has for you. Now that you know your purpose in life, to know God and to serve Him by making Him known, well, now let's go do that in our generation because they're waiting for you. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. And your giving to Groundworks Ministries transforms lives. Would you consider making a donation to Groundworks Ministries today? Because we need your monthly support now more than ever. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website. We know giving isn't easy in terms of a matter of the heart, but at least we can make the technology easy as you surrender to the Lord's will. You can check us out at groundworksministries.com. Another way to help us is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries. Share these podcasts with friends and family and on your social media. And of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.